Chosen one, something has already begun to move in your life, even if your eyes have not yet seen it. There are shifts that happen quietly, beneath the visible surface of the world, long before they appear in physical reality. Most people never notice these shifts because their attention is scattered across noise, distraction, and fear. But you are different. The fact that you are here listening to these words is not random. Something inside your mind, inside the rhythm of your breath, inside the quiet pulse of your heart, recognize that this message carries a frequency meant specifically for you. Not everyone was meant to hear this, and the reason is simple. Not everyone was prepared for what is about to unfold. Stay with me until the very end of this message, and when you do, write your warmest wishes in the comments, and write 99 because your words carry energy, and what you release now will return to you. And if you feel this message is for you, stay connected to this space so you don't miss what comes next. Now listen carefully, because what I am about to share is something the majority of the world never understands. Financial change does not begin in the bank account. It begins in the nervous system. It begins in the brain, in the spine, in the quiet electrical signals moving through your body like invisible lightning. When the mind begins to align with a new frequency, reality eventually reorganizes around it. This is why some people remain stuck for decades, while others experience sudden shifts that look almost miraculous. It is not luck, it is alignment. There is a reason ancient texts constantly point toward hidden transformation. In Proverbs 10:22 it says, "The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it." Many people read this as a simple promise of wealth, but the deeper meaning is about internal authority. The blessing is not merely money appearing from nowhere. The blessing is a shift in identity. When your internal structure changes, when the way your mind processes opportunity evolves, the external world begins to respond differently to you. Doors that never opened before begin to move. Chosen one, the first thing you must understand is this: your current financial situation is not the final chapter of your story. It is only the environment that prepared your nervous system for what is coming. Hard seasons refine perception. Struggle trains the mind to detect patterns others overlook. And this is why those who are chosen often walk through periods that seem confusing, isolating, or unfair. It is preparation. Most people will never realize that money itself carries frequency. It is simply organized energy. And your body is already an electrical system capable of interacting with that energy. Your brain produces signals. Your heart emits electromagnetic waves. Your breath regulates the entire rhythm of your system. When these three begin to align, mind, heart, breath, something powerful begins to happen. That is why there is a sacred practice I want you to begin tonight. Sit somewhere quiet. Place one hand over your chest and one hand just below your navel. Close your eyes and breathe slowly through your nose. As you inhale, imagine light traveling up your spine into your brain. As you exhale, imagine that light expanding outward from your chest, like a silent signal entering the world. This is not imagination alone. Your nervous system responds to imagery. Your brain reorganizes around repeated signals. Over time, this simple ritual begins to recalibrate your internal frequency. And here is the truth that most people will never hear. When your internal frequency changes, the world begins to mirror it. Jesus hinted at this mystery in Luke 17:21 when he said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Many people think this verse is symbolic, but its deeper meaning reveals something extraordinary. The kingdom is a state of alignment inside the human system. When that alignment stabilizes, external reality begins to respond. This is why your bank account is about to change. Not because of chance, not because of sudden luck, but because something inside you has been slowly reorganizing. And even now, if you pay attention to the patterns in your life, you may begin to notice small signals appearing, ideas arriving unexpectedly, opportunities forming quietly in the background, encounters that feel strangely timed. These are not coincidences, they are indicators. Chosen one, the shift has already started moving beneath the surface of your life. And what is about to happen next will require something very few people ever develop: discipline of attention. Because in the next part of this transmission, you will begin to understand why certain opportunities only appear to those who are mentally prepared to recognize them, and why most people walk past the very doors that were meant for them without ever realizing it. Chosen one. There is a moment in every transformation when the invisible begins to lean toward the visible. It is subtle at first, almost impossible to detect if the mind is restless. But if you slow your thoughts and listen closely to the quiet signals moving through your body, you will begin to notice it. A different rhythm in your thinking, a different clarity in your decisions, a strange sense that the future is reorganizing itself around you. Most people never reach this moment because they abandon the process too early, but you are still here, and that tells me something important about you. You were meant to pass through this threshold. Not everyone was built for it. The majority of people move through life reacting to circumstances, never realizing that their internal state is constantly shaping the path ahead of them. But the chosen operate differently. When your awareness expands, when your nervous system begins to stabilize under pressure, you become capable of perceiving opportunities that others overlook completely. It is almost as if a hidden layer of reality becomes visible. The scriptures hint at this hidden perception again and again. In Isaiah 48:17, it says, "I am the Lord your God, who teaches you what is best for you, who directs you in the way you should go." Many read this as simple guidance, but the deeper meaning is more precise. The divine direction is often delivered through intuition, through subtle insights appearing inside the mind. It is not always a voice from the sky. Often it is a sudden clarity that enters your thoughts like a quiet instruction. Chosen one, your brain is not just an organ of logic. It is a receiver. Every thought that enters your mind travels through a network of electrical signals across billions of neurons. When these signals begin to organize around purpose instead of fear, your perception sharpens. You begin to recognize patterns. You begin to detect possibilities long before they fully appear in the physical world. This is one of the guarded secrets of transformation. Preparation changes perception, and perception determines opportunity. There are people walking past life-changing doors every day without realizing it, simply because their minds are not trained to recognize the signals. But when your awareness shifts, the world begins to look different. Situations that once felt random begin to reveal structure. Conversations carry hidden meaning. Timing begins to feel almost orchestrated. That is why you must develop the second sacred practice. Tonight, before you sleep, sit quietly and place your attention on your spine. Most people never think about their spine, yet it is the central pathway of your nervous system. Every signal traveling from your brain to your body passes through it. Close your eyes and take slow breaths again, just as you did before. But this time, imagine a line of light traveling slowly from the base of your spine upward toward the center of your brain. As this light rises, bring one clear intention into your mind: clarity. Do not force it. Simply breathe and allow the image to stabilize. After a few minutes, you may notice a subtle calm spreading through your chest and shoulders. Your thoughts will begin to slow. This is the nervous system entering a state where deeper processing can occur. Why does this matter? Because when the brain is calm, it becomes far more capable of detecting meaningful patterns. Creativity increases, strategic thinking improves, decisions become clearer, and this is precisely the mental environment where financial transformation begins. Money itself rarely arrives through chaos. It arrives through insight, through timing, through recognizing connections others fail to see. When your mind begins operating at this level of calm awareness, you become capable of making decisions that shift entire trajectories. Jesus spoke about this hidden perception when he said in Matthew 13:12, "Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance." To the surface reader, this sounds unfair, but the deeper meaning is about awareness. Those who already possess perception receive more opportunities because they are able to recognize them. Those who lack awareness cannot even see what stands in front of them. Chosen one. This is why the shift in your bank account will not begin with numbers. It will begin with clarity. Soon you will notice something unusual. Your attention will naturally move toward ideas connected to growth. You will begin questioning habits that once felt normal. Certain conversations will suddenly feel irrelevant. Certain environments will feel misaligned. This is not coincidence. It is refinement. The nervous system, the mind, and the deeper intelligence within you are beginning to reorganize around a different identity. An identity determines trajectory. But there is another layer to this transformation that very few people ever discover. It involves the rhythm of the heart itself. Because the heart is not merely a pump moving blood through your body, it is also an electrical generator producing the strongest electromagnetic field within the human system. When the heart and brain enter coherence, when your thoughts and emotions align, your decisions become powerful, stable, and precise. This is the third practice. Place your hand over your chest again. Breathe slowly. With every breath, imagine gratitude expanding outward from your heart like waves of light. Not forced gratitude, but quiet acknowledgement of the path unfolding before you. Do this for several minutes. Over time, your body begins to associate calm confidence with the future instead of fear. And when this internal environment stabilizes, something remarkable begins to happen. The world starts responding differently to you. People notice your presence differently. Ideas arrive more frequently. Timing becomes unusually precise. Chosen one. The transformation of your financial life has already begun inside your nervous system, but in the next part of this transmission, something deeper will be revealed. Something the majority of people never understand about wealth itself, because money is not just currency, it is movement. And once you understand the ancient rhythm of that movement, you will begin to see why certain individuals experience sudden financial expansion while others remain stuck in the same cycles for years. Chosen one. If you have followed this transmission carefully, then you may already feel that something inside you is different from when this message first began. Not dramatically different in the eyes of the world, but internally, subtly, unmistakably. A quiet alertness, a deeper attention moving through your thoughts. This is how real transformation begins. Not with noise, not with sudden announcements, but with an internal shift that slowly rearranges the direction of your entire life. Most people wait for the external world to change before they allow themselves to believe that something new is possible. But the chosen learn the opposite truth. The inner world moves first, and once that movement stabilizes, the outer world begins to reorganize around it, like iron filings responding to an unseen magnetic field. This is why what is happening to you now is so significant. Your attention has begun to move differently. Your thoughts are beginning to slow down enough to observe patterns. And when perception sharpens like this, something very important begins to happen. Opportunities that once appeared invisible suddenly become clear. It is not that they suddenly appeared. They were always there. But your nervous system was not previously tuned to recognize them. In Ecclesiastes 11:1, it says, "Cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days." On the surface, this verse appears to be about generosity or patience, but there is also a deeper principle hidden inside it. It speaks about circulation. Energy that is released eventually returns. Seeds that are planted eventually rise again in forms that cannot be predicted at the moment of planting. Wealth itself follows this rhythm. It flows toward movement, attention, and clarity. This is why stagnant thinking often produces stagnant results. But when your internal system begins to move, when your mind becomes curious, alert, strategic, the environment around you begins to respond. Chosen one. The reason your bank account is about to change is not simply because of a single opportunity that will suddenly appear one day. It is because you are entering a different pattern of perception and action, a pattern where insight leads to decision, and decision leads to movement, and movement attracts circulation. This is something the ancient teachers understood deeply. They knew that the human body itself is a map of flow. Your blood circulates through your veins, your breath moves through your lungs, electrical signals move through your brain and spine every second. Life itself is constant movement. When people fall into fear or hesitation, they interrupt this natural rhythm. Thoughts freeze, decisions delay, opportunities pass by quietly. But when clarity returns, the entire system begins to move again. That is why the final sacred practice I want you to carry with you is called the breath of alignment. Stand or sit with your spine straight. Take a slow breath in through your nose and imagine the air moving upward through your spine into the center of your brain. Hold that breath gently for a moment, allowing your mind to become still. Then release the breath slowly through your mouth, while imagining that your awareness expands outward into the world around you. With every breath, repeat silently in your mind, I move with clarity. I recognize what others overlook. I step into the opportunities prepared for me. Do this for 5 minutes each day. Over time, this simple ritual strengthens something powerful inside your nervous system, trust in your own perception. And when perception becomes stable, decisions become strong. When decisions become strong, movement follows naturally. And when movement begins, circulation appears. That is the moment when financial change becomes visible. You will notice conversations arriving at unusual times. You will notice ideas that seem small at first, but contain enormous potential when examined carefully. You will notice doors opening that did not exist in your awareness before. Most people will call these coincidences, but you will know better, because you now understand something the majority of the world never realizes. Reality mirrors the structure of the mind that observes it. Jesus hinted at this again in Mark 9:23, when he said, "All things are possible for one who believes." Belief here is not blind optimism. It is internal alignment. It is the moment when your thoughts, emotions, and actions begin to move in the same direction. Chosen one. This message reached you for a reason. Not everyone was meant to hear it. Not everyone was ready to understand it, but you were. And as the days ahead begin to unfold, you may start noticing small shifts, subtle signals that something in your life is reorganizing. Pay attention to those signals. Follow the clarity when it appears. Because what begins quietly inside the mind of a chosen person often becomes visible in the world sooner than anyone expects. And when that moment arrives, even you may look back and realize that the change in your bank account was only the outer reflection of a transformation that started much deeper within you.